Hello, everyone. My name is Jasmin Kouhkan from the Center for Immigrant and Refugee Health, and today I'm very honored to have Shabnam Noorzai present with us. Shabnam Noorzai is an Afghan-born youth leader and first-generation college student currently studying international relations at California State University, Sacramento, a former member of the internationally recognized Afghan Girls Robotics Team. Shabnam has represented Afghanistan on global platforms using technology and innovation to address real-world issues while advocating for girls' education in STEM. After being displaced by the conflict in Afghanistan in 2021, Shabnam continued her education in Qatar before relocating to the United States, where she was accepted into 5 universities. Her experiences with war, migration, and rebuilding her life in a new country have shaped her passion for youth empowerment, human rights, and global advocacy. Currently, Shabnam serves as a peer specialist at the Sacramento Youth Center, where she provides emotional support, case management, and mentorship to youth. And her work focuses on helping young people feel welcome, safe, and connected while also promoting mental health awareness and life skills development. Thank you so much for being with us here today, Shabnam. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Hello everyone, and thank you, Jasmine, for having me. My name is Shabnam Noorzai, and I'm excited to share my journey with you, a journey that has started from Afghanistan and has brought me here to Sacramento, where I now work as a peer specialist supporting youth, and also I'm a student at Sacramento State. Is majoring in international relations. I'm also a junior over there, starting my third year. So this presentation, I share everything from robotics and how I changed my path from robotics to youth leadership. And it reflects not just the path that I have taken, but also the powerful connection between innovation, resilience, and community service. A little about me. I was born and raised in Afghanistan, where I spent most of my life, as many of opportunities for youth, especially girls, are limited in Afghanistan. But in 2019, something amazing happened to me. I got the chance to get into robotics team. So I took the test, I passed it, and I became a member. So the first time when I heard about robotics team, I felt really inspired, and I was impressed. I was like, okay, I want to do this thing. So this experience changed my life. It opened the doors that I never imagined, actually, despite challenges, including the displacement and war and everything. I continued to follow my passion for learning and leadership. Eventually, I applied to undergrad programs into United States, and I was accepted into over 5 universities. Right now, I'm studying at California State University, California State Sacramento, majoring in international relations. So I work as a peer specialist at Sacramento Youth Center as well, where I support young people from immigrant and refugees backgrounds. So my robotics team journey, my journey with robotics was about much more than just building robots and machines. I was member of Afghan Girls Robotics Team for over 4 years, and I got to represent my country in several international competitions. We built robots to solve real-world problems like clean water clean water access and disaster response, all inspired by the issue we saw in our communities, actually. And I participated in numerous competitions, international competitions. And beside that, we were breaking barriers. Through this team, we became advocate for the girls' education in Afghanistan. We showed the world that what Afghan girls are capable of when given the chance. They just need an opportunity to succeed and actually to lead. But in 2021, everything changed. War broke out, schools shut down, and our future suddenly felt very uncertain. My teammates and I had to leave Afghanistan. We had to leave because we didn't have any other choice. We settled in Qatar. I finished my high school in Qatar, and then we participated in numerous competitions in Qatar as well. We won the Judges Award. Me, along my teammates, we recognized as like 21, under 21 young people who's going to shape tomorrow by Vogue magazine, actually. And so it was a very difficult time, but it taught me that value of resilience and importance of never giving up. So here at Sacramento Youth Center, so I was a peer special. Now actually I'm a peer specialist. I started this job actually last year during the fall at Sacramento Youth Center. I shifted my focus from technology to young people. I work closely with youth who have experienced trauma, who are new in the U.S., just like I once was, especially immigrants and refugees. My role includes providing emotional and social support to youth as a peer specialist, mentor newly arrived immigrants, youth, helping them feel welcomed, safe, and connected, and also provide case management, one-on-one meeting, helping youth connect with the resources and set goals. I am trying my best to uplift, empower, and guide the young people, and also give them the right resources that they really need. So, what Sacramento Youth Center does, the Sacramento Youth Center is a special place for young people between ages of 14 to 24, offering a wide range of programs and services designed to uplift, empower, and guide. So one of the most important aspects of the center is our mentoring program, actually, which is based on the 8 dimension of wellness. Through this, we focus on things like emotional, physical, and spiritual well-beings, goal setting, and strong communication skills. We also offer peer specialist services where people like me with lived experience provide one-on-one support and one-on-one meeting to other young people, to youth actually, who are going through really tough transitions. So, community engagement is another major focus. For example, during the week of service, youth get involved in local community projects and they are rewarded with things like going to Six Flags and also doing like something fun. It's actually really meaningful because it builds connection and purpose. And finally, what I love the most about our center and about Sacramento Youth Center, that we provide a truly safe and welcoming space uh, for youth, and we want them to make sure that they feel free and they feel heard and they feel seen, and we want youth to be free to be themselves. So, and for many, especially immigrants, actually, that's something that they never had before. For example, I can say that we didn't have such a place in Afghanistan for youth to, like to give them the right resources to help them. And I feel like it's a really, really great program. And at the end, I just want to say that my journey from robotics in Afghanistan to youth leadership here in the United States has taught me something very important. When young people are given the chance, they can achieve incredible things, whether it's in science, education, or supporting their communities. Youth are powerful, and we all have a role in to play in creating safe space, inclusive space for them to grow. If we care about the future and about the new generation, we should care about our youth and we should help them to succeed.
Thank you so much, Shabnam. Such a wonderful presentation. And I have lots of follow-up questions for you. I'd love to hear some more about your journey and your experience as an Afghan girl here in the US.
Thank
Um,
you.
I'm wondering if you can start by sharing a little bit more about the context of how you left Afghanistan, what that was like coming here to the US as well.
So yes, my journey has been full of challenges and unexpected turns. I left Afghanistan in 2021 after the Taliban took over. I actually remember that time we participated in first global competitions, and we lost the internet connection, and the competition was online, and we couldn't even submit our tasks. So we moved from Herat, which is western part of Afghanistan, to Kabul, and we were in Kabul for 11 days. And after that, so we decided to leave country because we felt unsafe, and we were like, we don't want to be here anymore. We just have to go to a safe place to continue to our competitions and also have access to education. So me and my teammates, we left the country. We were leaving everything behind. Actually, our robots, our schools, and even our families for a while. Um, we first moved to Qatar, and where we continued our education. We finished our high school, and then participated in numerous competitions over there as well. And after that, I applied to U.S. Colleges and universities. As I said, I got accepted into over five, and eventually, I moved to California in Sacramento because my family right now live in California. So that's why I wanted always to be close to my family. I choose Pakistan, and I love everything about Pakistan. It's been difficult, but also full of growth and opportunities.
Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
And I'm curious too how you learned about the Afghan Girls Robotics Team and what inspired you to join them.
I was always curious about how things work and loved solving problems. When I heard about like all girls robotics team like in Afghanistan, I felt really inspired, and it was really like amazing for me. And I was like, I want to be part of this time. I talked to my parents, and they were like, yeah, for sure. Even though it was actually like a really like new thing, and most of the parents they want to allow their girls to go to like a robotics team, would travel around the world by themselves, and it was actually really hard. And I convinced my family, and my family really supported me. I took the test, I passed it, and I became a member. So yeah, it was it actually started in 2019 when I joined the team in 2018, but the whole team started in 2017.
Amazing. And what was the experience like of representing Afghanistan on a global platform like that?
Actually, it was a really new experience because whenever I faced like a new group of people, and when they asked me like where are you coming from, I was saying like I'm coming from Afghanistan, and they were in shock. They were like, "Oh, Afghanistan has a robotics team. Are you guys allowed to travel alone by yourself?" I was like, "Yes, we are." And then first thing I really changed the perspective and the view of people who see Afghanistan as a country to just war is happening there and no progress. And I changed it that it's not always about war. And if you're giving them the chance, especially for the young people, for the girls, they can do something. And also, the other thing representing Afghanistan on global platforms made me realize how deeply connected we are all. I feel like if there is war in one country, it affects people beyond that country. And if there is a progress, that also create opportunities for others. For example, developed countries offer the robotics program for us, for youth. And then that changed my life. That after school program brought me back here, brought me to California and starting a new life. Right now, I have access to education. I actually like made a better life for myself. It showed me that I am capable, that I can shape a better future for myself. And at the same time, war can also completely change people's lives in painful and unexpected ways. I believe borders may separate us physically, but they can never stop problems from spreading or progress from inspiring others. That's why I believe we should not divide ourselves based on nationality, language, or religion. And instead, we should all work together and support each other to move forward. And one thing I really believe that our background don't define our limits. No matter where we're coming from, we are capable. We can make a difference in this world.
Absolutely. And that kind of goes into my next question. I'm curious about your motivation to study international relations and what your hopes are for your future with that degree.
Thank you. A really great question. I get that a lot actually. So to be honest, my life has been deeply affected by politics, war, and migration. So studying international relations allows me to better understand these systems and how they actually impact the people's life. I wanted to be part of shaping policy. I wanted to protect human rights. I want to advocate for education and bring more peace and opportunities, especially for those people who are coming from countries like mine or coming from marginalized communities.
Thank you so much. And
You're
now I'm going
welcome.
to ask a little bit more about your work at the Youth Support Center. So I'm curious to hear more about how you think peer specialists can help youth overcome trauma. I know that a peer specialist is a very different type of relationship with a young person as opposed to a therapist or a clinical practitioner. So I'm curious how you think that peer specialists could be helpful for youth.
So to be honest, as a peer specialist, I support youth between ages of 13 to 24 here at Sacramento Youth Center, but especially immigrants and refugees. I help them to feel welcome, connect with the resources, and guide them through the challenges. Actually, I also facilitate workshop and also help them to build their resume and apply for a job and just give them the right resources. And I feel like peer specialists use their own lived experience to connect with others in a very meaningful way. When a young person sees that you have been through the similar challenges, starting over a new country, they feel less alone actually. We listen, offer guidance, and help them build trust and confidence again. Something just knowing, sometimes I feel like just knowing someone understand you can be healing. And here, our peer specialist team, we have peer specialists with different backgrounds and different lived experience. And I'm actually an immigrant that has the lived experience of being, like displaced and leaving the home country.
Definitely, I think peer specialists can relate to young people in a very different way than a clinical practitioner. Um, Great. So my next question kind of has two parts. I'm curious about what advice you would give to young Afghan girls who are here in the US, and also for young girls who are specifically interested in robotics or advocacy work or international relations, any of those fields.
So generally, if I speak, I would say believe in yourself, even when others don't. You don't have to be perfect. No one is perfect. We're human beings. We make mistakes. You just need to be curious, passionate, and willing to learn. Don't wait for permission to start. Whether it's a building robot, raising your worries about an issue you care about, or like anything, any path that you want to start, any career that you want to start, you are capable of making a difference. And never underestimate the power of community. Find people who support you and grow with them.
Thank you so much. And what do you hope to achieve next in your own journey? What does the next few years look like for Shabnam?
Um, I feel like I'll be in really political office, but I hope to continue using my story and my experience to uplift others. I want to work in international organization where I can advocate for refugee rights, education, peace building, and for youth actually. I also want to continue supporting youth as well. Maybe like sometime in the future, a lawyer or like maybe a minister or something in the future, or maybe going back to my country, serve my people. I just want to help like people. I really want to, like serve those people who are coming from marginalized area, because they are the one that they are in need of help.
Absolutely. I know any government or law office or back home in Afghanistan, anyone would be lucky to have you working with them and
Thank you.
supporting them. I think your journey is extremely inspiring to myself. I know it will be to the people who are watching this video as well.
Thank you very much.
I thank you so much for taking the time to sit and chat a bit and share about your journey. And I wish you all the best. And thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you very much. It's my honor to be here. Thank you.